Hello guys, in this video we are going to learn that how to calculate degree of freedom in trusses and 2D frames. So in the first video we learn how to calculate degree of freedom in beams. If you don't check that video, so the link is in the description. So now come to the trusses. Similar to beams, degree of freedom in trusses can be calculated by the formula 2n minus r, where n is number of joints and r is number of reactions. So in this given truss, n is 3 and r is equal to 3. Why r is equal to 3? Because there is a roller and pin support at A and C. So r is equal to 3 and n is equal to 3. N is node A, node B and node C. And reaction or 3 two reaction at A point and one reaction at C point. So degree of freedom comes out 3. In the similar way, in this frame we have 7 number of nodes A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So joint A is pin support and joint E is roller support. So as we know that in pin support there are two reactive forces Fx and Fy, and in roller support there is one react, reactive force, that is Fy. So we have 3 reactions and 7 nodes. So the degree of freedom by the formula 2n minus r comes out 11. So here I already mentioned in first video that the simple way to know that should or should not be displaced at that point. So we have, so if there is reactive forces, so that joint cannot be displaced at that direction. So if we have Fx at A, so joint A cannot be displaced along x direction. If we have Fy at E, so joint E cannot be displayed at y direction. So we have 3 reactions Fax, Fay, Fey. So joint A cannot be displaced in x and y direction, and joint E cannot be displaced in only y direction. So remaining degree of freedom comes out to be sigma bx, sigma by, sigma cx, sigma cy, sigma dx, sigma dy, sigma gx, sigma cy, sigma fx, sigma fy and sigma ex. As interest is, the moment cannot be present, so there is no rotation in any joint because joint cannot rotate in trusses. So in this way we can calculate the degree of freedom. So similarly in this truss we have 7 number of nodes and we have 3 reactions. So the degree of freedom comes out to be 11. In the similar way in this uh, truss we have 8 nodes and the number of reactions is 3, so the degree of freedom comes out to be 13. So now you can surely know that if this frame move in x or y direction or not by simply knowing that the reactive forces. So in this truss we have 8 nodes and we have 6 number of reactions. So degree of freedom comes out to be 10. Why 6 reactions? Because there are 3 pin supports. So pin support produce 2 reactive forces. So each produce 2. So 3 produce 6 reactive forces. So number of reactions are 6 in this frame. So now come in 2D frame. The formula to calculate the degree of freedom in 2D frame is 2n minus r. N is number of nodes and r is number of reactions. So in this frame we have 4 nodes A, B, C and D. And as the joint A, and as the joint A is fixed, so in fixed support we have three reactions, and as the joint B is pin support, so at D we have two reactive forces. So number of reactions are 5, 3 at A and 2 at B. So the degree of freedom comes out to be 7, as we have reactive force in x direction, in y direction, and also movement in at A, so we don't have any degree of freedom at A. So as B and C, we have no reactive forces at B and C, so the B and C can be displaced in x, y, and can be rotated. And we have Fx and Fy at D, so D can only be rotate. So in this way we can calculate the degree of freedom in trusses and in frames.